Okay, we have plenty to get into trade deadline, and let's get started. A few deals have gone down recently. Pat Bev to the Bucks does help their backcourt defense, which is great for them, and I will add that to the latest trade page right here. Pat Bev to the Bucks. The deal is that the Sixers trade Pat Bev to the Bucks, and the Bucks have to give up a second and campaign, which is a good deal for the Bucks. I think that it'll help their defense, which is really all they've been wanting to do, and honestly a solid deal. Let's put that in here. Campaign and second round pick. There you go. There's also been some pretty other good deals. PJ Washington went to the Dallas Mavs for Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a first round pick. What I'm thinking about that, does that mean DFS is off the table? Because they were inquiring about Dorian Finney-Smith, and the trade did not go down. Other trades, Quentin Grimes, Fournier, and Malachi Flynn, 2 seconds for Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic. I think this really helps the Knicks. They get a sharpshooter and Bojan Bogdanovic, great wing. And honestly, as a Lakers fan, we're looking at him a lot last season. And he can shoot the three, he can defend a little bit. But honestly, the Knicks are kind of OP now. They have Randall, they have... Okay, DeJounte's trending. Does that mean... Nah, he's been trending for a while. But yeah, back to the Knicks trade. They have Bogdanovic, Randall, Brunson, Anunoby, and Mitchell Robertson. Great team right there. And going into the postseason, I would not want to face them. New news. Killing Hayes is a free agent. Don't know if anybody would want to pick up that guy because he is terrible. Phoenix is picking up Royce O'Neal. It's not terrible. Here's something about the Lakers. Standing pat at the trade deadline. Potential. Okay. Apparently the Lakers are going to stand pat, which is a surprise. I thought they would have made at least a small move, but this deal. Suns getting Royce O'Neal and David Roddy in a 3-way trade. You take it. You take it. I think Suns fans should be very happy, as Royce O'Neal is a player who can defend, shoot the three, provide everything they want in a 3-and-D role player. While the Brooklyn Nets, they receive some, I think, 3 second-round picks. And do they get a salary in that? I'd have to have a look. If I went to Woj, he'd probably have something on this. And they do not. Interesting. I'm sure if we just looked up Royce O'Neal, it would come up with a trade. Here you go. Suns are sending out Chimezie Metu. Wow, that is a lot of players. But important aspect to this trade, they are sending out 3 players and only getting 1 back, meaning they have 2 open roster spots for the buyout market, where I think Gordon Hayward could be on the buyout market, which would be a great wing and a better wing than Yuta Watanabe, and it would complement Royce O'Neal, KD, Beal, and Book. So I think that's a great trade for them as well. They could get Kyle Lowry. Just putting it out there. Kyle Lowry is also a very good player. Actually, I don't know. He's kind of average. Yep. Lakers are expected to keep the roster the same. As a Lakers fan, bit disappointed that they aren't just improving around the edges. But I guess that Rob couldn't find the right deal, and that's why. Otherwise, if there were decent deals on the table, would be a bit frustrated that he didn't pull the trigger just to retain all his assets for the off season. I don't think we'll be getting Donovan Mitchell. That's just me. Second round pick. Yeah, so it's not terrible. I think out of all these trades, I do like the Dennis Schroeder trade for the Nets. They get rid of a player who was complaining in Spencer Dinwiddie. I'll put that up right here. Nets get Spencer Dinwiddie, and the Raptors get... Oh no, I'm doing that the wrong way around. Let's just copy that there, put that right there. The Raptors get Spencer Dinwiddie, and the Nets do get Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is a stud, man. He can play great point of attack defense, and honestly, I wouldn't say he's that bad of a scorer. He's not the best 3-point shooter, but I'm pretty sure that this season he's shooting the three at a decent clip. Let's quickly have a look. He is shooting the three at a 35% clip, which is great. On his career, I think that's a career high. No, he shot 35.1, but still, it's his second best 3-point shooting year. And he's giving you decent efficiency. 14 points, 6 assists, can lead your offense. And he's a great player, can play 30 minutes, can be a starter, can come off the bench. Doesn't have the biggest ego, so he'll play and he won't complain. Great player. Then you have, are there any other trades? We can trade about the other trades that happened yesterday. With Xavier Tillman going to the Celtics, that's great for the Celtics. The Celtics get a player, another backup center, and honestly, I'm a bit annoyed. We need a backup center as the Lakers, and Xavier Tillman could have fit that role, but the Celtics do get him. I know that he doesn't play a lot for the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies are empty-handed, but I think he was injured. And look at this production. It's not terrible. 6 points in 20 minutes, 40% from the field, 22% from 3, 4 boards. I think if we were to extrapolate that to per 36, we have a look here. And can we have a look at the per 36? I don't think so, but we can have a look right here. When he was playing the most minutes of his career, start of the career, that was his rookie year. Oh no, his rookie year was here. Well, yeah, most minutes right here, 7 points. And how many boards did he have? Great efficiency. And he was grabbing 3 defensive and 2 offensive. So his offensive rebound efficiency would have been great, which is great for a center, especially only in 19 minutes. Got to give him his props there in the playoffs. To 8.7 points last year in the first round matchup against the Lakers, 30 minutes a game. I think Steven Adams Brandon Clark didn't play much, so Xavier Tillman did get the start, and he played well in the 6 games he played. 8 points. How many boards? Not bad. 8 boards. You take that from what's the Celtics is going to be the backup center. Moving on, let's check if any more trades have happened. it's not looking at it. Not looking like no more trades have happened. But we can touch on that. Killian Hayes waived. Decent defender. Terrible shooter. Decent rim pressure. Decent efficiency at the rim. He's a terrible point guard. I don't think he'll get picked up unless a rebuilding team wants to take a flyer like Charlotte Hornets, because LaMelo keeps getting injured. But would they really want to get the ball out of their star player LaMelo Ball's hands, or even Brandon Miller? Would you want it out of his hands? I don't think so. So I don't know how they're going to go about that. I wouldn't really think about picking up Killian Hayes. I don't think he's worth even being in the NBA at this point. He's pretty average. But sorry guys, I'm just having a look at that. Okay, we're back. The Bulls won't make a move. This is huge. Bulls fans will not like this. They expected some of their players to be dealt at least, and it's not happening. So what is up with the Bulls? They aren't even going to entertain expiring DeMar DeRozan or expiring Andre Drummond, and DeMar DeRozan doesn't really have much of a desire to re-sign with the Chicago Bulls. So what are they doing? I don't know, maybe that has changed in the last month and DeMar DeRozan does have an interest, but at the moment it doesn't really make sense. The Bulls probably know something we don't, and that's the reason they're doing it, or they're just being like the Atlanta Hawks and they're just withholding the assets just because. Why is Lauri Markkanen trending? He could be a man that moves in this deadline. We have an hour to go, but at the moment, isn't looking like he'll get moved. Let's have a look at Bruce Brown. He's trending. Knicks offered their 2024 pick for Bruce Brown. Obviously, the Raptors didn't accept it because he's not gone. Wait a minute. Bruce Brown IG story. What's that meant to mean? Okay. That's interesting and a bit random from Bruce, but I don't know what that's got to do with a trade happening. I don't think any trades are happening. Okay, here you go. Another trade. Oh no, that's the one that we were already highlighted. Memphis got him because David Roddy was going to... Okay, so how is this even going to work? So if we add him here, David Roddy. Okay, let's talk about David Roddy. Great point of attack defender. Not much of a scorer, but it does improve the Suns, and they're making moves, so good for them. They are playing this deadline a lot better than what my team is, so can't complain if you're a Suns fan. And there was a pick swap. Where was that going, though? Is that going to the Memphis Grizzlies? Okay. Let's put that there, and I guess... Yeah, that's what I highlighted on. Phoenix has 2 spots. And if we have a look at potential buyout market, guys... Let's quickly have a look. Just for the interest of the Phoenix Suns... Bleacher Report released an article predicting top buyout guys. Alec Burks, he's already been traded to a contender. Danilo Gallinari, the Suns would take him. Joe Harris, he already has been waived. He'll be a buyout market guy. Gordon Hayward, he got traded. I forget where. Would where he got traded be a place that buys him out? They sent him to the OKC Thunder. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder would keep him. We'll add that down here. It's an interesting deal. I don't know what to think of it though. I don't know if they would buy him out. I don't think so, since they're the second seed, I think, of recording. I still think that the Clippers are the 1 seed, unless that loss to the Pelicans yesterday, which was wild, put them below, which could have happened, honestly. I could be completely wrong. But I just don't think... Oh well. Trey Mann in the deal, and Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans has been sitting on the bottom of their bench for ages, man. That's kind of bad. Okay, 1 hour to go. Oh, wow. Is it going to happen? Washington Wizards nearing a deal to send Gafford to the Mavs. I saw this post, but it still hasn't happened. Does that mean that it's going to happen? I don't know. Because the Mavs just sent out some draft assets. So does this still happen? I don't know. But if it does happen, what is Gafford good at? And would it even benefit the Mavs? I think it would. The Mavs, I think, would be in their best interest to just have a look at this, regardless, as Derek Lively and a Daniel Gafford pairing would be insane. I think Gafford is averaging around 10 points this season. He is averaging 11 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. So as a rim protecting big, just like Lively. Can Lively shoot the 3? I'm thinking, can they play together? Obviously they could, because they have Luka Doncic, but you always want a 3-point shooting big next to a rim protecting big if you are to play that way, like the Lakers did in 2020 with AD and Dwight Howard. I think AD was shooting like 36% from 3 that year. But yeah, I think that would be a good trade for the Mavs if it was to go down. Wiggins, Bobby Portis trade still not happening. I think the Warriors will stay pat. Okay. Nothing's breaking. It's gone silent for the last 20 to 30 minutes around the NBA. That is all good. We can talk about the Philadelphia 76ers for a moment. They get campaign, but the problem with the Sixers that I'm thinking about now, they want to get an all-star. I'm pretty sure that was said somewhere here. And if we have a look, yeah, they want to add a former all-star. And the problem with that is that DeMar DeRozan is one of the only former all-stars out there. They don't want to pursue DeJounte Murray because they don't want to give that much draft capital out. And yet, at the moment, they could go for that, or they could go for a Brogdon. But no trades are getting done at the moment. And they did make a trade for Buddy Hield, and I think they had to give up 3 seconds, but that isn't going to keep them afloat in the Eastern Conference, as they are sinking. They got thumped by the Warriors yesterday, and the Warriors aren't even particularly a good team. They're 10 games above 500. The question is, can the Sixers survive until Joel Embiid gets back? He could be back by the postseason. He could be back by the end of the regular season. We don't know. But will they be able to, let's say, keep in that play-in range? I don't know. We have a look at the games without Joel Embiid. I think they're playing pretty terrible. But let's just quickly... Yeah, this will be the easier way to do it. Joel Embiid got injured, I think, in this game. Let's quickly have a look. Yeah. So let's have a look at the game since then. Wait, what happened? Oh, we still have to go back here. So he got injured here. Since then, they beat the Jazz by 3. They lost to the Brooklyn Nets, who are trash. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks, who hadn't had a good run in form. And they lost to the Warriors. Going back further than that, they lost to the Blazers without Embiid. And they lost to the Nuggets. They lost to the Trailblazers, guys. I think Tyrese Maxey played in that one as well. And without... No, he didn't. But without Joel Embiid, we saw what happened to Tyrese Maxey yesterday. He just froze up. He had like 0 points or 5 points at halftime. Finished with 12. This is the other All-Star they have, and he's scoring 12 points in a game against the Golden State Warriors where it's at home. You should be expected to win. But nope, Tyrese Maxey puts up 12, and their top scorer was Ricky Council the fourth, a second-round pick. Only played 10 minutes. See, that's a problem with the Sixers, guys. I don't think they'll be able to stay afloat. I could definitely see them falling into the play-in range, and if Embiid isn't back by then, they will get knocked out. Well, moving on, because, come on guys, there should be another trade. It's crazy to expect that there isn't. Here you go. Atlanta Hawks would want... Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's highlight on DeJounte Murray. This was released by NBA Central. Atlanta Hawks would want Herb Jones in any trade that would send DeJounte Murray to the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't think he'll be going to the Lakers anymore. I think we can give it like a 10% opportunity, but like you can basically half rule it out in the trade possibilities, and now we have Atlanta maybe dealing him to the Pelicans. The Bleacher Report, NBA Central did leak that he was a sneaky... It was a sneaky chance that he would, if we go back or somewhere down here. I'm sure you guys can check it. But this trade, if it was to go down, it will give them a starting lineup of CJ McCollum. It would give them DeJounte Murray. I don't think they'd give up Trey Murphy III in a deal like this. And they'd have Zion and Ingram. And Valanciunas, if they were to retain him. That's a crazy six-man lineup. And I'm not so strong with the Pelicans at the moment the way they are. I don't think they'll stay in the playoffs and probably fall into the play-in. But if they were to get DeJounte Murray, I think they could retain their playoff spot and keep the teams like the Kings, the Mavs, the Lakers, the Jazz, the Warriors. And let's put the Rockets in there. They're only 4 games below 500. They could stop them from snatching a playoff spot. But DeJounte Murray, he's a player, doesn't really shoot the three. I know he's shooting 36%, but in recent weeks has gone like 1 for 18. He's a great mid-range shooter, gets to the rim pressing guard, but he's not very good at finishing at the rim. He has a lot of athleticism, can lock down in defense on smaller guards, not so good at it on bigger wings like an Alex Caruso or OJ Anunoby who can do that. An example of this, they played the Hawks played the Warriors recently, and no, it wasn't the one where he went off for 60. It was this game. Steph didn't play a great game, 25 points, and DeJounte Murray locked him up and got 23 points for himself. Good enough playmaker. He's no CJ McCollum like playmaker, but CJ McCollum isn't even that big of a playmaker. He's probably on par with CJ, but that backcourt should be able to have the defensive prowess to deal with teams, and they'll still have like BI. And I know he's not the best defender. You can bring on Trey Murphy the third. Let's have a look at the Pelicans roster sheet. No. Roster sheet. Just to ensure. See what's happening here. Okay, here you go. They have Jose Alvarado. He's a lockdown defender. He can provide some good defense. Then Dyson Daniels, Jordan Hawkins, not bad. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Yeah, they'd have the depth to do it. And salary-wise, what would the trade involve? They said it would have to involve Herb Jones, who is on 12 million, but DeJounte Murray is on 18. So a Larry Nance Jr. in the deal, throw him in, and then it's like a Sadiq Bey, DeJounte Murray for Larry Nance Jr. and Herbs Jones. Maybe they throw in a first. The Pelicans. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. I'm just throwing it out there. But back here should be another trade. It's kind of all we're waiting for. Lakers will not be making any trades before the deadline. Oof. Okay. Daniel House was waived by Detroit. Interesting. I don't think it's that good, so I don't think it's that much of a worry. But continuing down, not much is happening at the moment. We can talk about Andre Drummond. We know that the Bulls isn't willing to make a deal, but the Sixers have been looking at him. He's a former All-Star, so technically he fits the bill. And I don't know what to think in terms of a Sixers side to this. Is it worth it, Andre Drummond, for 3 seconds or a first? Well, if you're giving away that protected as first that the Raptors gave away, maybe, but I don't think they have anything like that. So I don't know what to think of a trade for Andre Drummond. But it's not terrible, I'll give it that. Joe Harris is being bought out, but he cannot sign with 7 notable contenders. Okay, who isn't he allowed to sign for? And why? Oh, you serious? Okay. Says a few there. I think it's because they're over the second apron. Detroit Pistons are showing interest in Buddy Hield. Oh well. It's already happened. Yeah, Hield added to the 76ers. That's an interesting report from Trevor Lane. That's true. Davis Bertans could very well be bought out. He's on a 13 million salary this year, and it's his last year of his deal, so very well could be bought out. Contenders, would they want Davis Bertans? Maybe, as just some backup depth. I'll put that out there, maybe. I'm not sure how much it would improve them. Yeah, this pick is so bad. But they still were able to get a deal done. We're 40 minutes away from the deadline. I don't know. Could the Lakers be scaring teams off by sending out that report? I still have hope that something gets done, but okay. Brooklyn Nets are waiving Harry Giles III. Don't think anybody really wants him. Alec Burks, that's already happened. Okay. Oh yeah, the Kings did lose to the Pistons. We could just catch up on the NBA and the upcoming schedule and talk some basketball. Well, the Kobe statue is happening today. We can talk about that. That's honestly sad. It's very sad that the way that he passed away, but I'm happy that they're honouring him with a statue. Deserves it. He's a legend of the game. And honestly, there's not many more people who deserve a statue more than Kobe Bryant. What a gun of the game. But in terms of the games today, we have Magic Spurs. It's pretty average. Let's highlight the big ones. Pacers Warriors. That could be a very high scoring affair, but we have to remember it's a second night for the Warriors on a back-to-back. I don't know if Tyrese Halliburton's still on a minute restriction. But regardless of that fact, it should be a good game. Knicks Mavs. I don't think any of the Knicks players, the players the Knicks have traded for, will be available. But if Bogey can take a quick flight to New York, maybe. I'll quickly check his status. But moving on, we have Bucks Timberwolves. What a game that'll be. The top of the East, I think the Bucks are the 3 seed. And you have the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns. Incredible, honestly. Okay, here you go. The injury report. Bogdanovic is a game time decision. That could mean that they just haven't listed him on the injury report, or it could mean that it's questionable. Because how far is Detroit from New York? How far is Detroit? It's an hour and 50 minutes. Hey, he got traded at around 5 a.m. my time and the game starts at 11:30. Maybe? I don't think so though. It's very unlikely. Daniel Gafford, Washington Wizards, he's on the West Coast. It's just not going to happen. Because if we have a look here, Washington to New York. Because this is happening at MSG, right? Yep. Flight. Oh, it's an hour and 25. It's not even that bad. Interesting. Okay, and then we have another big game. Kobe night for the Lakers. They're wearing the Mamba jerseys, which are clean. If you guys forget what they look like, I'll show you guys. They Nah, wrong one, wrong one. Here you go. Here are the Mamba jerseys. They are goated. Look at them. They are sick. Yellow outline. They wear them in the Bubble Championship. Worn across multiple championships. Pretty goated, but this game is going to be a thriller. I honestly could see this going down to the wire, or I could see the Lakers getting blown out, but I don't think they will on Kobe's statue. I don't think that the Lakers would let that happen, so I think this is a must-watch game. It's happening 10 p.m. I think your time, so it's a late game. For those of you who are in school, should be able to watch it. But coming back here to have a look if any trades have happened. Okay. Here you go. Golden State attempting to trade for Andre Drummond. Golden State need to make a trade. They're 4 games below 500. It's just a bad situation. They need to do something, and I think an Andre Drummond trade could definitely help. Let's see what the NBA trade report says. We'll follow them. Yeah. Did they say anything? Nope. They're not really saying much. Wait, here you go. New Orleans Pelicans have serious interest. Okay. But are they willing to give up Herb Jones? That's a question. I think we could see a DeJounte Murray deal go down. We'll probably end up live streaming for another 30 minutes or so. Interesting. Draymond Green, Wiggs, probable for tonight. And Steph and Clay are cleared. Could Wiggs get traded though? Could there be like a Wiggins, Drummond? The money would have to work, so it would have to include a $20 million player. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. Probably still could happen. $35 posts. Nothing really happening still. Yeah, the Royce O'Neal deal is crazy. I think I rate Royce O'Neal a lot. A lot. Okay. It doesn't look like much is happening, so I'm going to take a short break here, and we will get back to streaming soon. we are back. And no trades have happened in the 10 minutes I was gone. Just a post about Bruce Brown. It's true. There's still DeJounte Murray, Bruce Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Andre Drummond, still all there. The Bulls said they were going to stay pat, but I don't know if that's true. I think they should trade him. He's on his last year of his deal. Honestly, the Bulls are just frustrating. If we have a look at their contracts, here you go, the team payroll. Zach LaVine, they've been trying to trade. DeMar DeRozan on his last year of his deal, haven't traded him. Lonzo Ball, he's just injured. Vucevic, he's 33. He's not going to have much more value. And you don't want to trade him. Kobe White, obviously you ain't trading him. Alex Caruso, next year, he's on his last year of his deal. People are offering 2 second-round picks for him this year, and you didn't accept, even though he's not going to have the same value next year. Then Ayo Dosunmu, Javon Carter. Maybe Javon Carter has a few seconds of value. I don't know if Andre Drummond has that. Dalen Terry, Torrey Craig, and yeah, I wouldn't trade any of these guys. So I don't understand, why aren't they allowing people to buy in on Andre Drummond, Javon Carter, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic? It's stupid. They should all be traded, all of them. And yet, nothing's happening. It's not looking like many more deals are going to be done, to be honest. I don't think so. So we'll continue to update you with all the latest news. But it's not looking like it. Oh yeah, this guy, he's the head of a Lakers fan channel, and I want to highlight this comment. This tweet. The Lakers have 4 second rounders at their disposal. Sure, you want to hold on to your 29 first, fine. You have second round picks that are flying around the league. Need to add to your roster. Am I talking crazy pills? Am I taking crazy pills? This is so true. You should be using your second rounders to upgrade. We've seen the Phoenix Suns use them. You should be using it. And guess who that is? 3 hours ago, this guy just grabbed me a coffee. Come on, dude, you should be on the phone. Should be on the phone. Man. Well, Brogdon's still out there. Is he going to get moved? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Kuzma? Nah, he's going to be retained. DeJounte Murray, the Pelicans. Okay. It's not looking likely, but here you go. A trade. Something happened. Just looks like a salary dump though. Pacers will send the Spurs a second round pick. Is there any salary that has to be involved with that? Because that's a $13 million salary. I think there should be. Well, I guess the Spurs really had no reason to keep him, so I understand why they got rid of him. Let's put that up here. Spurs second rounder. And the Pacers get Doug McDermott. The Pacers are looking pretty good. They got Pascal Siakam. Now they got Doug McDermott, a person who can shoot the three. They're loading. They're loading up their assets, and I think they could be a very dangerous team this year. Okay, after that pretty irrelevant deal, or okay, there you go. The Atlanta Hawks are keeping guard DeJounte Murray. No trade. Guess the Pelicans weren't able to get him, and they don't like the Lakers' offer, which means that is it. Pacers are trading. Interesting. Okay, they're trading Marcus Morris. That was the part of the deal that I was a bit confused on. Let's just quickly have a look at the Pacers cap sheet. I didn't think Marcus Morris was making that much. He's making 17 million. Oh, so they get off 4 million. Interesting. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure McDermott is a $13 million salary, and he is. So they get off 4 million with this deal. And is this the last year of the deal? I don't know. But it's the last year of the deal for Doug McDermott, and they get a better player. They're not even playing Marcus Morris in Indiana. So interesting. Okay. Obviously things can change with one phone call, but DeJounte Murray is basically off the table now. I don't think anything will happen in the last 10 minutes. Lakers fans have gone crazy. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Bruh. This is crazy. Yeah. I feel Lakers fans at the moment should have done something. Here's another trade. Here you go. The Bucks are trading Robin Lopez away from his brother to the Kings for what? A second? A trade means things are going both ways. Why would they do this? Is a salary dump? Interesting. Let's just have a look at the comments. Ah, there you go. The Bucks are sending cash in the deal. Big move for the Kings. Why break up the Lopez brothers? Brook is gonna be... Yep. He has been pretty trash though, so I don't blame them for doing that. The final 9 minutes of the deadline. If I can move this across, you can see that 6:51. I'll just move it so we can still have the trades up here. We'll add the latest ones, which was the Bucks literally get nothing, and the Kings have to pick up Robin Lopez, and that's that. Nope, nothing's happening. Caruso's now trending. This is an interesting deal that happened yesterday. Monte Morris is the new backup point guard for the Timberwolves. Not terrible. What? Do they want to keep him? Oh, nah. That was an hour ago. Doesn't seem it. Yep. I feel that. It doesn't look like any of the major trades that we wanted done are gonna happen. It's been an eventful day for sure. Kelly Olynyk's been traded. Other players like Pat Bev been traded, PJ Washington, Spencer Dinwiddie, Gordon Hayward. If we continue go down, oh yeah, Bojan Bogdanovic, forgot about that one. Quentin Grimes. Been some eventful deals. But with 6 minutes to go, no trades coming through. Still no trades. And it's looking like the Warriors or Lakers won't make any moves, which is a shame, but that's looking like the likely outcome. Still no trade. Five minutes to go. Here you go. Raptors are planning to waive Spencer Dinwiddie. That is big. Who can get in on that trade as a Lakers fan? Since we're not making any deals, could we get Spencer Dinwiddie? That's a real question. I feel like who would even be up in the running to get him? I'd put the Lakers in that boat. The contenders. The Nuggets, they've, what's his name? The guy with the glasses, Reggie Jackson. He's probably better than Spencer Dinwiddie, so I wouldn't pick him up if I was the Nuggets. The Celtics, is he better than Peyton Pritchard? Probably. So if I was the Celtics, I'd have interest. The Bucks. You just picked up Pat Bev. I wouldn't be phasing him out. The Thunder, no. The Clippers, no. They still haven't traded Bones Highland, even though they said they would. Any other deals? Here you go. Jaden Springer to the Celtics for a second round pick. That's pretty darn big. Yep, the Bulls have made... That's bullcrap. If the Knicks would have come in with like 6 first round picks and offer them, then the Bulls are accepting the offer. They're just saying that now since there's only 4 minutes to go on the deadline. Jaden Springer had a great game for the Sixers yesterday. Was that Ricky Council? I don't know. But it's a decent deal for the Celtics. It's only costing them a second round pick. I think it is very worth it. Back to Spencer Dinwiddie. The Phoenix Suns could use him. I don't mind that deal for the Phoenix Suns, honestly. As they have quite a few backup point guards, but I wouldn't say that it's out of the realm of possibility. Honestly, I think that'll be a very good deal. Any other deals happening? 3 minutes to go. Nope. Spencer Dinwiddie and the Jaden Springer deal are the only deals. So let's upgrade this, which was the Celtics. Get Jaden Springer. And the Sixers get second round picks. Second round pick. Don't know what that second round pick is yet. We can have a quick check here. Nope. Not looking like it. And the 76ers haven't done much except for that Buddy Hield deal. Is there something to unravel with 3 minutes in the deadline? I agree, Trev. Love to pick him up. Not looking like much is happening. What was the Dennis Schroeder deal with? Is there... Okay, I'm just delusional. I was hoping that Dennis Schroeder could be bought out. It's not looking like that'll happen. And 1 minute to go. There could be like some trades that they put in the paperwork, and it just happens a bit after the deadline. Toronto Raptors are keeping Bruce Brown. There would have been talks, and that's why it's only happened right now that's happening. But yeah, Andre Drummond's still on the block. DeMar DeRozan hasn't been ruled out by the Bulls. The Clippers do not make a deal to move PJ Tucker. Interesting. The deadline should have ended, but there could be a deal or two. Here you go. The Boston Celtics are trading Danilo Banton to the Trailblazers for a heavily protected second round pick. Not the most exciting deadline if we were to go through it. Let's put the last trade here. Celtics second rounder. And then the Trailblazers get Danilo Banton. Okay, we'll reload, but I think that is the last trade. It's looking at 7:01 now. Should be it. And we go here, and that looks to be it. Okay, let's go through the deals. we have a few that isn't on here that I probably forgot to put on, but wide majority is on here. Second round pick for Danilo Bantam, pretty irrelevant. Same with these first three. This one, Doug McDermott, Pacers shooter. He'll fit into the system. Pacers are a great offense. Continuing. Royce O'Neal deal. Great deal for the Suns. Helps them. Next deal, Pat Bev helps the Bucks with perimeter defense. It will probably be Malik Beasley could be moved to the bench, and it could be Pat Bev and Damian Lillard. The next deal, PJ Washington, Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and first round pick for him. I think that's a really good deal. It's underrated. Dennis Schroeder, Thad Young for Spencer Dinwiddie, who has been waived by the Raptors and is now on the buyout market. Now the Pistons and the Knicks deal, they get Bojan Bogdanovic and Burks, who are two great three-point shooters. Bojan can create his own shot. And the Pistons get 2 second-round picks, Quentin Grimes, and 2 expiring contracts. And Gordon Hayward to the Thunder. I don't know if they're going to buy him out. I don't know if it's just a favour and to get off salary. Could be. Okay, Ramona Shelburne. Bulls about Andre Drummond. Okay. It looks like that will be it. Oh, wait. A deal for the Warriors, apparently. But what are the Warriors getting back? This could be significant for the Warriors, but Corey Joseph, you just don't know. Let's put the Pacers here. Put in Corey Joseph. And we will see this last deal unravel. And I'm going to get out of here. All the Warriors fans are so happy. Look at that. Fair trade. He doesn't even know what's coming back the other way. It could be for a second. Hasn't been reported yet. Corey Joseph, okay defender. He's like the most average role player ever. Or below average even. I don't know if the Andre...
What was Noe doing? Honey? What are you showing the door on your mouth?
Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Who are you talking to?
I'm live streaming the trade deadline live. I already told Dad that I was doing this. And that will be it. It's not coming up, so I'm going to assume it's just a salary dump. But that'll be it. And I'll see y'all later.